All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. We'll be talking today about some mysterious signals that have been coming out of a radio station from Russia that started about 40 years ago in the former Soviet Union. So this station is UVB 76, and it sends out cryptic messages and stuff. And it's been followed. Many people have covered this. Other channels have. Always interesting to see all this. It can be known to broadcast cryptic messages. One instance was on March 10th of 2025, before the one I'm about to tell you about that just came out recently. This broadcaster called Zargarad said another strange signal came from UVB 76. It kept saying names: Nikolai, Zhenya, Tatiana, Ivan. And then a sequence of numbers came after it, and then more names of Vasily, Olga, Dmitry, Konstantin, Leonid, and Elena. Monotonous, repeating, and bewildering everybody. So let's put some perspective before we send the next version of this that just happened. You've got some potential deals going on between the President, Trump, White House, and the Russians. They've been negotiating and negotiating. They're talking to Zelensky. There was the ceasefire on energy systems, but that has been violated in the last 72 hours or whatever. It's not really holding up well. And a lot of other issues are going on. Now, President Trump has seemingly done his best to try to promote peace and to figure out, ways to mitigate the situation. And what he was calling, he just had a big rant on True Social yesterday, basically blaming former President Biden of everything, saying that Vlad's got skin in the game and messing things up, saying that Vladimir has got skin in the game and messing it up. So basically pushing off on others that, all this started before he got there, which is true. Well, it's no big secret that Europe has been really pushing for trying to take down the bear. They've done all kinds of things. There's been recent talk from Merz, the about to be in May, Prime Minister of, or Chancellor of Germany. And he has come out and said, we got to give them some of the Taurus missiles. Now, they've got other cruise missiles from America and from France and the Storm Shadow from the UK. Europe has definitely been pushing a lot of the buttons and trying to potentially create a conflict with Russia. They have entertained all kinds of talks with Zelensky. There's been multiple meetings at Ramstein and other places in Europe. And there's definitely a lot of people in the European sphere of influence who would like to see, at the very least, Ukraine go after and take down Russia. But I think we all know that's pretty much not going to happen unless, of course, there was intervention and help from Europe. Now, of course, Zelensky would also like America to get in there and to get some skin in the game, but President Trump is going the opposite direction. He's not giving the kind of money and weapons that he used to, and basically said, from here, we're done. Hopefully he sticks with that. I don't want any kind of conflict with anybody. I don't want us in the Middle East. I don't want us in Eastern Europe. I don't want us in, Asia. Fact is that there's always a potential for a nuclear exchange. This radio station has been seen as kind of the tip of the spear of telling us that something crazy is going to happen before it happens. A lot of people speculate that this radio station is a way to forewarn, or at least to send signals and codes to people out in the field of the Russians so they can get ready for different types of action, whatever that may be. This thing has gotten a lot more active over the last couple years. And over the last 72 hours, it has been broadcasting more very strange words. Words like thymus. Words like nootabooks. Nootabooks. And foxcloak. Foxcloak. And then, of course, it comes with the other numbers and other things to go along with it, increasing the mystery. So there's a lot of people that talk about these transmissions, and there's not really any clear answers. It's basically an enigma. The Doomsday radio station really doesn't have a clear and concise explanation. It sends signals, it sends potentially orders, or maybe it's just sending warnings and real threats. What do you think? Do you think it's just there to kind of confuse and a way to just put some extra mud into the water? Or is this possibly something that does forewarn, does signal, and does tell us that some kind of actions are going to be happening? Well, only time will tell. Until then, they're going to have to keep listening to these airwaves and the different numbers, and sometimes they're buzzes, strange buzzes and songs and other things that will come through. We don't know where it is. We don't know what it is, but people are listening, and people should be concerned about conflict starting to happen on the European continent, as Europe has been really doing a lot of things to kind of stoke conflict. I hope we don't go into conflict with anyone, as I said, but I'd say it's a pretty wise idea to keep listening to this radio station and seeing what it's broadcasting, and also trying to promote peace and a ceasefire and people coming together to stop any kind of madness that could be exchanged via nuclear devices. Time will tell. So, just an interesting story. The Doomsday radio station of the former Soviet Union that now is used by the current Russian Federation. Pretty interesting. What do you think? Is it just BS? Is it just to throw us off? Or is it actually true signals, true military action, and true code to kind of tell people out in the field to get ready for the larger conflict? I guess we'll see. Friends, if you like what we're doing here, I appreciate you being on the live streams and everything else. Sorry I was real late last night, but we did get it done. Go check out the former videos. The one on taxes and no quick fix. The one from last night about the preparing and not going to, prepare now so you're not hurt later. And, of course, tell people about the channel. You can join us on other platforms like Subscribestar, Locals. You can become a member here. You can join us on Substack for the Crisis Report, where you get links and everything else. Or just keep coming back for more. We appreciate you being here. It's a great community that's growing. Yes, we're dealing with the usual chicanery, but we keep chopping our feet and doing what we're supposed to do. At least what I think is going on. And I appreciate your support and help. God bless and have a great day.